In. There we go. It helps if I plug things in. Hello, good evening, and remain indoors. It is Professor Layton again. I wasn't sure if I wanted to play this game. I think I may as well. I've been really enjoying Professor Layton. I've been enjoying the voices involved. Oh. Okay. Apparently, technically, I'm not doing well this stream, but there, yeah, new music, hooray! And it's so delicious. It's so jazzy. I forgot all about this game, oh my gosh. I have no idea what the puzzles are gonna be. Oh, I don't have to try and scribble on it. That's nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Dave. For sure.
Long ago, in a lawless age, a pack of bandits invaded a small village. Amidst the chaos, a terrified young farm girl played her flute to drown out the madness. As the music spiraled high into the sky, a giant spectre appeared above her. She begged the spectre to destroy the bandits, and it swiftly obeyed. The town was saved, and the spectre vanished just as quickly as it had appeared. But the farm girl knew that in times of danger, she needed only to play the flute, and the spectre would appear again. A quaint tale, wouldn't you say? Aye, master. I think the time has come for us to pen the next chapter. Of course, master.
Well, what do you think, Luke? Do you see anything yet?
No, nothing.
I'm still having a tough time buying all of this. It sounds like some scary bedtime story. Is this even possible?
Well, we'll soon find out.
And a poor little boy who predicts where the giant spectre will appear. So what now? I mean, what if this thing never even shows up?
What on earth could that be?
It sounds like music.
The flute. It must be.
Quickly, to the window!
What is that thing?
Can this be?
Spectre. Finally seeing this dark giant made me even more determined to help the professor keep his word. Together, we would shine the light of truth upon this ghastly shadow.
Okay. I don't remember much of it. I remember... Oh.
Oh?
Top of the morning.
Why, thank you very much. Professor? Oh, Professor? Professor, a letter just came for you. Oh.
Thank you, Rosa. Ugh.
Sounds like someone was up researching all night. Again. It's no wonder the other professors are so intimidated by you.
Oh, they just think that I'm some young upstart.
You work too hard, Professor. It's no good. By the way, Dean Delmona came by and said he needed to speak to you, and that he would
What
drop
is
in
this?
later today. I don't know why he had to tell you that. He could have
Regards,
just come by
Clark.
later, if you ask me.
After all these
Save
years?
for the trip.
Rosa, I'm going out.
Eh?
Oh. Thank you, Rosa.
I hope he remembers to eat something.
Good luck. Exams, chap.
Boy, I studied all night.
Huh? See here. What was that about?
Nice to see you again, Professor Layton.
And you are?
Why didn't Dean Delmona tell you?
Tell me what?
I'm Emmy Altava, your new assistant. Call me Emmy.
I'm sorry. You're my...
Assistant? You do know what an assistant is, don't you?
Of course. I'm sorry, Miss Altava, but...
Professor, please, Emmy. And stop apologizing so much.
All right, Emmy. So sorry. But it seems that there has been some sort of mistake here.
Oh, I don't think so, Professor. Dean Delmona hired me himself. It seems that you have been too busy to attend your departmental meetings lately. Is that right?
Well, I suppose there might be some truth to that. However...
Sounds to me like if anyone needs an assistant, it's you. So, from now on, I'll be the backup on all your projects. Got it? Great. I can't wait to get started. I wasn't too surprised the professor didn't remember me. It had been some time since our first meeting, after all. And clearly he had a lot on his mind. Which is exactly why he needed an assistant like me. It was my first day on the job, and I was ready for anything. Or so I thought. We still had yet to meet the young boy who would help us unravel the strangest mystery I could have ever imagined. So what perplexing mystery are we hot on the trail of now?
Why would you ask that?
Well, you're off to somewhere in quite a hurry. Something must have piqued your interest.
That intuition will serve you well.
What's this? A letter?
Very good. I received it about an hour ago. Go ahead, read it aloud.
Herschel, my dear old friend, I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little town is in the most extraordinary predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes.
I just have to. I'm so happy with the bubbles.
I am convinced you can help stop this madness. Please, come soon. Regards, Clark.
Hello, Julian. There is a monster and it's terrorizing a village.
Oh, that's... How well do you know this person?
Clark and I go back a long way. I can't imagine he would fabricate stories for no reason. I find the other message in the letter very interesting as well.
It is a new Layton time. She's so cool. She knows how to do like kick flips and shit. Oh, she's great. I really love her. And I mean, I only played through this game once, whereas like the last game we did, I must have played through about 10 times. This one, I don't know much about. Yeah, she's just like, hey, let's solve some fucking puzzles and be all... I really like her.
Other message?
Oh, it's a Herschel, my dear old friend, I must earnestly seek your help again. Our little town is in the most extraordinary predicament. At night, a mysterious giant shrouded in fog has been laying waste to our homes. I am convinced you can help stop this madness. Please come soon. Regards, Clark. Yeah, I know how to do puzzle. Also, hello, Eli. Good to see you. How are you? And how are you, Julian? I didn't get to say much because literally the first 12 minutes of this were just, like, videos and recordings and the characters saying stuff, so I didn't need to talk. I didn't really get to talk. Well, I don't think it's too bad spoilers to say that, yes, Clark definitely has a lot of faith in Layton, because he basically gives his son to him. He's just like, alright, Luke, you want to go and solve some puzzles? Fuck off, then. I trust this man. This is fine. Yeah. Herschel, my dear old friend, I'm looking at the capitals. Yeah! Clark is Fuchs' dad! It's so wild! Yeah, this is the prequel to all of the games that we've played. This is how the Professor and Fuchs met. I think the reason I didn't really engage with this game, and why I hope other people will engage with it more, is every game has quite an emotional ending. The first game is emotional if you like puzzles. The second game is emotional if you like romance. I never really vibed with that. The third one is emotional if you like the Professor. This one is emotional if you like animals, if you're an animal person. Yeah. Yeah, Fuchs and Layton haven't met, I don't think. They might have, like, had a brief encounter at some party or something, but they don't really know each other. It opened with, oh, baby Fuchs is in this game. He's so much smaller. I'm gonna have to do his voice even higher, which is gonna be great for me. I don't think it's the capital letters. But yeah, it opened with basically Fuchs can predict. He's got a weird magic ability where he can predict where the Spectre, the giant monster, will attack next. And Layton's just like, well, we gotta check this out. Take us to wherever it's gonna go. Oh, this mysterious hotel? Okay. Also, I don't know. Oh, I found it. I mean, I should have got this immediately, considering I'm currently doing cryptography in one of my, Herschel, earnestly little predicament, shrouded our stop. It's the first line of each sentence.
I'll handle this one, Professor. That puzzle was no problem.
I apparently remembered that one. Or I think that's the same as the first puzzle in the second game. They used the same hidden message. I know, right? It's so cool, the InfoSec module, because, like, when I'm not learning how terrible computers are and how we should all just delete all of our data because we're all gonna get hacked and murdered, we're learning about stuff like how to send secret messages and how secret messages have been hidden from, like, governments and stuff throughout time. It's so cool. Also, I'm so happy with the filter thing. My face. There's so many of my faces. We know what picker rats are. Yeah. I found the secret message using the first letter of each line. Emmy, you may just turn out to be quite valuable as an assistant after all. Thank you, Eli. Oh, well, thank you, Professor. That means a lot coming from you. Help SOS. Why they need to hide this in some sort of code? My question as well. Clark and I have been friends for many years. If he wanted to tell me something, he wouldn't have to hide it. I'm not yet certain what this means. Ooh, how mysterious. My first day on the job and it's already so Leighton-esque. Leighton-esque? What on earth does that mean? Emmy, had you heard of me before today? Heard of you? Of course I've heard of you. I know everything about you, Professor. Herschel Leighton, at age 27, became the youngest professor in the history of Gressenheller University. Published in numerous academic journals, which I could recite chronologically if you like. Astute intellect and preternatural? Yeah, a little creepy. She's trying hard. She's just very, very enthusiastic. Skills of observation have been utilised by Scotland Yard to solve some of London's most difficult criminal cases. Single. Oh. Fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna say if I meet Richard Iowati. Of course I've heard of you. I've had my poster on my bedroom wall since I was 13. Single. I can't. It's only been a week. I haven't emotionally recovered from the last game. 34 years old, Capricorn. I made that last part up. Just a guess. Oh, well, you've certainly done your homework. I can see why Dean Delmona hired you. When I asked Dean Delmona about the position, I told him I wouldn't take no for the answer. Interesting. May I ask why you were so intent on working with me? Yeah, I would run if I were you, Leighton. Just push her out. At this point, I would probably push her out the car. He doesn't remember. Emmy? So where did you say we were headed, Professor? I didn't. Emmy, if you're to be my assistant, we must set a few rules. As an English gentleman, I can never allow you to follow me into dangerous situation. That sounds reasonable. Let's just remember that there are exceptions to every rule. Love her. English gentleman. You're funny, Professor. Yes, well, thank you. In answer to your question, we are headed to the town of Misthallery. Misthallery. Why is that name familiar? It sounds like it would come straight out of Pokemon Shield. Yeah, like, if I was the professor at this point, I would be kind of horrified, but I like her. About 6 months ago, some ancient remains were discovered there. You probably read about it in the Times. Yes, I remember reading that fabled Golden Garden might be in Misthallery, and now a close friend of yours who lives in Misthallery has sent an urgent plea for help. A great archaeological find and linked to a mysterious letter, all surrounded by an air of danger. I can't imagine a situation possibly being more Leighton-esque. Emmy, can you refrain from saying... Oh, never mind. She's a simp, bro. Just let her do her thing. Oh, he's got a little comment! Oh! Leighton received a letter from his old friend Clark that held a hidden message within. Why would Clark use such a roundabout way to enlist his aid? And then, I forgot there are so many things about this game that I'm gonna not know and obsess with. The message was written with a typewriter. I must say it's very unlike Clark to write in this way. The village of Misthallery is said to lie over the remains of a great city of gold built by ancient civilization. Does it truly exist, or is it merely legend? An article in the Times put forth the theory that the Golden Garden lies somewhere in Misthallery. Oh, he's gonna have more statements, because 1 out of 1. Oh, so good. Also, there's different colours, but none of them are pink. Oh, I'm gonna... Fog of Misthallery. I'm gonna get the 3DS games that I never got to play, and I think I might legit die from excitement when I play them. Like, I found out that that one soundtrack that I obsess over more than any other soundtrack or song in my life, excluding one, is part of the soundtrack of the next game. I thought it was like a one-off concert, but it's actually... Oh! Honk! Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Miss Tollery is known for its thick fog. Some say the town is straight out of a fairy tale. Got water here. Definitely. Definitely. What's on my face? I love it. Love it. Shit. Not any fairy tale I ever read. I need to calm down. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Also, strong winds and heavy showers. Yeah, I'll say. Everything is closed in my hometown. Everything's on frickin' fire. Ah! Okay, honk! Honk! I need to get even more excited about this game somehow. It's so frickin' pretty! Oh! Tap an area to investigate. Okay, yeah, a little bit. Wait, did you set the kitchen on fire? No worries if you did. You know, that would be very on par for our house. Tap anything interesting. The river is pretty impressive. I'm proud of you, Eli. Several canals flow through the town into the river here. Well, there's certainly no danger of a drought hitting here. What's on top of that hill? It appears to be a house. Think maybe that's where your friend Mr. Triton lives? Oh, Mr. Triton! That's Luke's surname! Oh! It seems a bit ominous for Clark's taste, but perhaps. I've got a strange feeling about that place. Something about it. Ooh, here comes someone. Maybe he knows where we can find Mr. Triton. I can only imagine the first time I played this being like, Triton? Oh! Oh! Well, this fellow's eccentric. How do I'm hearing... I didn't watch much of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but one character did drag, and that character I see here. Like, one of the JoJo's was a drag, and this happened. I think I got that right. But I don't know what accent yet, because I don't speak Japanese. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Miss Tollery. I'm Aldous. Charmed. Nice hat. Let me show you something the locals keep secret. Tap that wooden box with your fingy, but tap it like you mean it. Not just once and not just twice. I got it! A hint coin? Wow! Let's learn what this is. Beautiful! She shines like the sun. This, my friends, is a hint coin. When you find a puzzle you cannot solve, use one of these lovelies. Spend them wisely, for they are in limited supply. If you squander them, I will not dry your tears. Hint coins are hidden in many places, so if you see anything suspicious, be bold and tap away. And that, my friends, will serve you well in Miss Tollery. I must go now. Such humidity challenges the air, the hair. And with that, he's gone. What an interesting fellow. We didn't even get to ask him if he knows where your friend lives, Professor. That's all right for now. Oddly enough, there was no return address on Clark's letter. Well, I'm sure someone in town knows him. Let's ask around. Yes. You use your feet to move. Oh, wow! Yep. Got it. Child! Oh, before I forget, Professor, how would you like to keep notes for our investigation? Very cool, thank you, folks. Oh, I cannot remember what the bonus stuff is. Yes, shall we move on? This child looks like someone that lives in my brain. This is very weird. Hey there, Gramps. New in town? Gramps? The professor doesn't look that old. That's all right, Hemi. Do you know where the Triton residence is, young man? Sure, but I'm not telling unless you solve my puzzle. It's weird trying to do someone's voice that you hear a lot. These 4 photos were taken at the same location. 3 of these were shot by tourists who took turns taking pictures of each other. One of the photos was taken on a completely different day. Okay, so pick the photo that was taken on a different day. I'm gonna move something down to make it a little brighter because the gradient was affecting C. Oh, there's a thing on that one.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
Oh.
A little more thought is in order.
50 of... I do like the new puzzle song. I always love the puzzle song. Oh. Tap the 3 photos that were taken by the tourists who traveled together. That may have been it. But I don't... Thank you, Julian. I got that a little late. Yeah, I think so, just because there's something...
Puzzles must be met directly.
Oh!
What could have gone wrong here?
I do like... Oh, the design always gets a little nicer between the games. It's yummy. I don't think that's bent. Oh! I see it! The shadows! The shadows! Oh!
This took some creative thinking.
3 of them were taken at midday. One of them was taken at a time in which the sun makes a shadow. Yeah. There. Amazing! You sure know your puzzles for someone your age. Quite. Now then, you were going to tell us where to find the Triton residence? That old Triton guy lives straight across the rope bridge and then to the left of the crossroads. I live up in North Delhi, but we had to evacuate the area. Evacuate? Why is that? The Oracle said it would be dangerous out there, so we had to go. Who notices light? Yeah, it's not like anyone here has ever done any lighting. Yes, I can't see the main person who would be frustrated by that comment in here. The real Luke. Oracle? Who or what is that? I don't know, but my mum says the Oracle has saved a lot of people from getting hurt. Professor, what do you think this Oracle could be? I'm not sure, Emmy. Perhaps it has something to do with the giant in Clark's letter. When... Look at Leighton's hat when he blinks. His entire face moves up and like eats the hat when he blinks. That's fun. Well, what's all this then? Pudding. Oh, what time is it? Oh no, I'm late. How long have you two been standing there? If the chief fears I was snoozing again, I'm to be done for. We've only been here a moment or two. No longer. I hope I didn't say anything while I was napping. No matter. I trust you'll keep this to yourselves. The stollery is closed to visitors. Promise you won't mention this to the chief and I can let you pass. Rest assured, our lips are sealed. Oof. Thank you, you are quite the gentleman. I'll be off then. I have sworn to protect, you know. What kind of police of... Like, it's clearly a police uniform, but it's also weird. Professor, there are 2 rope bridges here, but one is sealed off. And it appears that that is the bridge we need to use. The ropes are all tied up in these ridiculous knots. I wouldn't even know where to start untying them all. Well, I suppose one could go through all that trouble, or... Or what, Professor? Undoing all of the knots appears to be quite an arduous task. One can do away with all of the rope by cutting it in one place. Take another look, Emmy. The whole thing can be undone with one cut. Yes. Look closer and tell me where you think we should cut it. Alright, let's see what we have. Wait, this... Okay. Fun mush of puzzle styles here. Yeah, just hack away at it with a machete and that'll do it. Bonk. Yay! We did it! Correct! Cutting that one spot will unravel the entire thing. I'm starting to get a feel for what being your assistant is like. You're doing a wonderful job thus far, Emmy. Who do you think is responsible for this? Well, there is no sign indicating a bridge closure. I suspect it is the work of a local mischief maker. Right, and if the bridge was unstable and dangerous, it wouldn't just simply be roped off, would it? This bridge may have its best years behind it. I don't think we need to worry, however. 45.2k rats. I wish I shared your confidence, Professor. I can't believe people still use this bridge. Do you have a fear of bridges? Of bridges? No. Of this bridge? Yes. You can't even drive on it. There must be another route into town for automobiles. Of course. Well, I'll move your car later, Professor. I'd hate for anything to happen to it. No need, Emmy. I'm sure it will be fine. Let's go ahead and make our way across. Wait. Professor, look. Rat! You got a mouse badge! There's a mouse! Oh! I mean, I would guess that you're gonna use them for Mario Kart. I know that's what Luke intends on using his rats for. Oh my, Professor! Look at this house, it's completely destroyed. The road here is damaged as well. I wonder if this has something to do with Mr. Triton's letter. We need a record of this. Oh, you have a camera? Of course. Gathering data can only help in an investigation. I hope no one was hurt here. If this is the work of some giant, then Miss Dollery is in great danger. Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Let's find Mr. Triton. I've never seen a mark quite like that before. What do you think that symbol is supposed to mean?
Don't touch the witch's mark! Not unless you want to end up like Brock!
Oh my, you startled me, sir.
I startle myself sometimes. Mood? I used to complain about this dump, but look at it now.
Was this your house? I'm so sorry, my good man.
Was this my house? You bet it was. The operative word here being was. The witch's mark appeared, and the windows went smash, and the walls went boom, and the roof went, oh no!
The roof went, oh no.
I'm looking for some nice warm rubble over your head. I'll sell cheap. At least now it gets all sorts of natural light and natural moisture.
Professor, is he going to be okay? I can't be certain. Perhaps we could help if we knew a bit more about this witch's mark. A mysterious giant and a witch all in one town? This could get very interesting. He's not doing okay. Oh dear, what trouble? Do you need help, madam? May we be of assistance? My cart fell over. Now my cart is empty, and the street is full of my stuff. Perhaps we can help you put it all back in your cart. Yes, oh please, oh please. I would be so grateful. Wait. I think we may have missed it. Ah! No. Why? Why this? Oh, my biggest weakness. Putting things into other things. Ah! Oh no. My feeble mind. Ah! I am bad at this game. I don't understand. I think that must go long ways, just not inherently. No, because there's no that are like too long, so it has to go there. Okay, let's just grab you. Put you there. Oh, that's good. I think we're all good. Yeah,
Some puzzles must be met directly.
finally.
I love the thrill of a good
From
solution.
50 whole Pickerant. Your belongings are now in order. Oh, thank you. Now I must hurry and evacuate the area. Is there an emergency? Haven't you heard? A giant is destroying the town. I packed up my stuff as fast as I could. The police gave an order to evacuate, but I wasn't leaving all my stuff behind. Of course, if the Oracle weren't around, we wouldn't have had any warning at all. This Oracle, what is he, or she, or it? Oh, I don't ask questions. The police hear from the Oracle, and they inform everyone else. You two should be careful walking around town. And thank you again. Again with this giant. Professor, it seems that everyone here fully believes in this giant. Homes ruined, an all-out evacuation in progress. These are most certainly related to Clark's letter. The Triton house is up ahead. Let's find Clark as quickly as possible. The road ahead has been blocked off. Find another way round if you want to get up there. It appears we can't go that way, and it sounded like we needed to take a left to go to Clark's house. Now just hold on a second, yous. Yes? Can we help you with something? I'll be asking the questions round here. You tourists probably like a good puzzle here and there, eh? Let me tell you how things work around here. Solve 5 puzzles in a row and you'll get something nice. What do you mean by that? Who suddenly promoted you to rank of question asker? Now you're bothering me at my work. Be off with you, quick like. You called us over. Well, Professor, what do you think that officer was talking about? It's hard to say. I suppose we'll find out when we've solved 5 consecutive puzzles. Between the two of us, Professor, we'll do that in no time. I hope so, Emmy. Now let's find Clark's house before it gets too late. My face just vibing on the sewer. Check out this boat, Professor. The people of Miss Tollery must navigate the town via their canals. They probably travel by boat as much as they do on foot. It's like Venice, only weirder. I imagine that boats are used here more than automobiles. We must take a boat ride before we leave, Professor. Lovely. After we have spoken with Clark, let us find ourselves a boat. The Triton house should be just over this bridge. Shall we? Say, hey, come on and give Bucky's an old shot. Okay. Say, hey there. Don't think I've seen you folks around before. Bucky's my name and boats are my game. If you're new to Mistollery, you're not getting away without taking a ride in one of my beauties. I can take you anywhere in town in a flash. It's better than flying. We'll keep that in mind during our investigation. Thank you. You look like puzzle-faring folk. How about a quick one? How about a quick puzzle? Just for the road. You need to get one. You need to get 1 dog, 2 cats, and 3 baby chicks across the river. If you leave the dog with only 1 cat, there will be a fight. The chicks on the riverbank must outnumber the cats, otherwise a fight will break out. Can you ferry all of them across without fighting? Okay, I feel this is the first one. Yay! This variation of the puzzle as well. I feel like cats must be the first answer. Cats are the problem.
This took some creative thinking. No puzzle is without an answer.
I also, by the way, made the bubbles smaller and more of them. I kind of browsed through some of my old streams and I realized I quite like the smaller bubbles. Say, that's good work. Remember, if you want to get around in a flash, just find Bucky. Love your name. Oh, this kid. Do you think that large house up there is the Triton residence? You two looking for the mayor's roost? No, we're actually looking for Clark Triton's residence. That's what I just said, bird brain. Oh, well, I wasn't aware that Clark was the mayor. Been a while since you've seen him. How long you been cooped up under a rock? Mayor Triton has been in office for about a year now. He does a good job, what with all the troubles. He's pretty cool. I feel like I recognize him from a different game. Well, here we are. This place looks huge. Yes, it appears that Clark has done quite well for himself. Let's try the door. Coming. Yes, may I help you? Hello, my name is Herschel Layton. I am an old friend of Mr. Triton's. He should be expecting me. I will inform Master Triton. Please wait here. I don't suppose you were planning on visiting the Oracle here in town? What is this Oracle? Oh, I wouldn't know anything about it. I'm just a poor old maid. You should ask Donald about that. Thank you. We shall. Sir, madam, Mr. Triton will see you now in the parlor. The parlor is through the door on the left. Wait there. Thank you, my good man. Very walking.
I can't believe my eyes. Herschel, how long has it been?
Ah, too long, my good friend.
And who might this be?
Clearly the same voice actor as the scientist with the funky hair from the last game.
Oh, of course. How rude of me.
I'm the professor's assistant, Emmy Altava. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Triton. I've heard so much about you.
Thank you. Herschel, an assistant. Well, we both seem to have moved up in the world.
Hardly. Truth be told, Emmy has already proven herself my equal.
Herschel, as humble as ever. Emmy, back in London, Leighton and I both wanted to be elite archaeologists. One of us certainly succeeded, and somehow I found myself as mayor of this small, rural town.
That is no small feat, Clark.
Oh, Herschel, no need to humor me. It is amusing at best, I'll give you that. But all that aside, please, tell me, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I came as soon as I received your letter.
Letter? I'm sorry, Herschel. What letter is that?
The letter that... Did you not send this letter? Please, have a look.
Dun dun dun.
I certainly did not write that. But who would have forged it?
Who indeed? Have you made any enemies recently?
Of course, Herschel. I'm the mayor. It appears to me that someone wanted you here in town.
Yes, that is what I am thinking now as well.
So, who wrote the secret message?
Good question, Emmy.
Mr. Triton, there was a hidden plea for help in that letter.
Clark, do you think this is simply the work of some prankster?
No, unfortunately I don't. Miss Tollery is in grave danger. We have indeed been under attack by some sort of mysterious giant, just as that letter states. It wreaks havoc at night when the fog is thick. It sounds ridiculous, I know, but it is true.
But how can that be?
I must confess I have yet to see this giant with my own eyes. However, the destruction of homes and buildings left in its wake, that is quite enough evidence for me. The townspeople are afraid. They believe that the Spectre has returned with a vengeance.
The Spectre?
There's a legend here that tells of an ancient spirit, a Spectre. When the town was in danger, the Spectre would act as Miss Tollery's guardian in its moment of need. But this Spectre is different. Instead of protecting us, it is trying to destroy us. I am doing all I can, but if we are dealing with an ancient entity, then I fear my efforts are in vain. As the mayor, it is my duty to keep this town and its citizens safe. But Herschel, could you...
Sir,
What is it, Doland?
pardon me, sir, but you mentioned that Professor Leighton worked on some difficult cases for Scotland Yard. You said, with great pride, that he had assisted in solving them all. Perhaps we could ask for his assistance here as well.
Of course, Doland. I suppose I have no other choice. Herschel, will you help us? Please, for an old friend.
Of course, Clark. I would never refuse a friend in need. I assure you, I will do what I can.
Thank you, Herschel. I am eternally in your debt.
Things are starting to get good, eh, Professor?
Before we go, Clark, I haven't even asked about Brenda, or your son. How is Luke?
My wife is fine. She's away. Family matters. Luke has shut himself up in his room, as usual.
I would like to say hello to Luke, if that is all right. I haven't seen him since he was a baby.
So that's how much they know each other currently. Answered that pretty quick.
Of course. I think he might enjoy that. I should warn you, he has been withdrawn lately. Some days, I can't even get him out of his room. I ask him what the matter is, and he responds with silence. Perhaps it would be good for him to talk to someone outside of the family. I would appreciate that, Herschel.
My pleasure, Clark. I shall have a few words with Luke before Emmy and I begin our investigation.
Ooh. Parlor. The boy who foretold disaster. Fuke is kind of badass in this one, not gonna lie. Oh. I don't think that this is Luke Fuke's room. This appears to be Clark's study. Clark seems to be a tidy fellow. He always was very organized. I could learn a few things from him.
Maybe he's sleeping.
Perhaps. Luke, my name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of your father's. Could we talk for a moment?
Certainly. But first, you'll have to solve my door puzzle.
Your door puzzle? Ah, I see. Luke means to test our mettle with a puzzle.
That's so cute, Professor. Let's do it.
So we shall.
If you are truly the esteemed Herschel Layton, then this puzzle should be no problem. You will have 15 seconds to perform a specific action in front of the door. Just a second, young one. How are we to know exactly what it is we're supposed to do? You may search the area outside my door as much as you like. And when we're ready to perform this action, whatever it may be, we should let you know? Correct. But I will tell you now, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Okay. This plate looks handmade. The number 2 is impressed on it. Oh, there's something written on the back of it. Put the plate back so the back of its back's back is facing the door. Professor, I think my brain just melted. Mood, Emmy. Emmy speaks my mind. It's not difficult if you take your time with it. Be sure to examine anything near your feet. Not that it matters. There is nothing you can do to get through this door. Fuke, can I ask you a question? You just did. Cute. You said that we must do something in front of the door. How will you know if we did it? I mean, how can you tell from behind a closed door? Even though I can't see you, I'll know what you're doing from here. Really? And how is that? I can speak no more. You'll just have to figure it out from there. He'll know even if he can't see. So what is he looking for here? I mean, nothing is the answer, but I'm gonna keep looking. This card says, Happy 7th birthday. How adorable. This must have been one of Fuke's birthday presents. Aw, this little stuffed teddy is so soft. Don't touch my bear! Oh, well, that seems to be rather important to him, Emmy. Perhaps we should let it alone for now. I was just looking at it. Relax, Fuke. Oh, get the food trolley down the stairs. He will definitely hear that. Let's do it. It appears that Donald has left Fuke's lunch outside his door. Luke, if you don't come out and get your lunch, it'll get cold. And I just may end up eating all of it myself. If you're really that hungry, you can have it. Well, that didn't work. By the way, that bear, I know he has that bear with him on his suitcase in the first game. That's a nice little attention to detail. The door is locked. So what is this something that we are supposed to do? Professor, we're overlooking the simplest way to get this door open. What is that? Give it a good roundhouse kick, of course. Okay, stand back. I love her. Emmy, please don't do that. I'm not sure how I could explain to Clark that we broke his son's door because we couldn't solve a puzzle. That's just her gut reaction to most things. Just like, attack! I love it. Are we ready, Fuke? You know what you have to do? I believe so, yes. Professor, are you sure? Then let's begin. Please stand in front of the door. Remember, you can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Just vibing with the music for a few seconds. Wow. That is what you had to do. You can't do anything to solve this puzzle. Or, in other words, to solve this puzzle, you can't do anything. Nothing was the thing we had to do to solve this riddle. An interesting puzzle, Fuke. So even from inside his room, he could hear us if we did something. I cannot stop looking at the professor's eyes, and when he blinks, his hat just... How did they... What? It's like they're changing his eyes to just, like, an image, but they're drawing the image over the hat. Like, what? Now, Fuke, are you convinced that we are who we say we are? Fuke, will you open the door now? As I promised. So tiny.
A clever puzzle, Luke. Your letter. I thought you might want it back.
Professor, you think Luke wrote the letter?
Clark was never a fan of typed correspondence. He always wrote his letters out in longhand. Moreover, only someone very close to Clark would know about our past together. This someone would know I could never ignore a friend in need.
Are you really Professor Layton?
Is this true, Luke? How could you do something like this? What were you thinking? Were you even thinking at all? Here now. Don't you turn your back on me again.
Clark, please.
Forgive me. The boy has barely spoken to me in the last 6 months. He's been so withdrawn since the appearance of the Spectre, I don't know what else.
Very soon, the world will end.
The end of the world? What do you mean by that? This Fuke is very different to the Fuke we know. He's got major issues. Like, I didn't even really consider Fuke to be, like, neurodivergent in any way in the other games, so I was just like, yeah, he's a quirky kid who likes puzzles, and then in this game I'm like, yeah, he's got a lot going on. He doesn't make a facial expression, really, until, like, the end of the game, I don't think. What do you mean by that? I mean what I just said. Fuke, you can't say something like that and not elaborate. He just won't open up to anyone. He wasn't always like this. When he does speak, it's only to say something inscrutable, as you saw. Prophecies. Absurd. Prophecies? It's all my fault. What are you talking about, Clark? I'm sorry. I have urgent business I must attend to in my study. We can discuss this later. Fuke, Mr. Layton is a close friend. Please talk with him. Perhaps you could even help him. Thank you, Herschel. I'm afraid that it is time for Master Fuke to retire. What now? We're right in the middle of something. It's still light out. Nevertheless, it is bedtime. There is something dodgy. Like, Fuke clearly hates his dad and he's being forced to go to bed when it's light out. Like... If I may, Donald, I'd like to ask Fuke just one more thing. Fuke. Though the town has been repeatedly attacked by the Spectre, no one has been injured. It seems that an oracle alerts the townspeople about which areas to evacuate from. Fuke. I believe that you are this oracle. Am I correct? What? Absurd. Fuke, I must ask you a very important question. Do you know when the Spectre will appear next? Master Fuke will not stand for such balderdash. Please leave at once. Tonight. The Spectre will appear tonight. But how could you know that? Tonight. If you want, I can also show you where it will happen next. I would very much like that, Fuke. Master Fuke, this joke is in poor taste. Please don't tell my father about this, Donald. Master Fuke, are you certain this is okay? Yes. Donald, did you tell the townspeople? Did you tell them about the Spectre just as before? I did. I will make a final tour of the area to ensure that everyone has gone. But then where will the Spectre appear tonight? Great Ellie Street. Then we must go now. Even if we can't stop the Spectre, we must confirm Fuke's prediction. Good luck. It's so creepy, his little face! His little face! Fuke seems to be able to predict precisely where and when the Spectre will appear, but how? I find it hard to see how Fuke can predict the Spectre's appearance without ever leaving the house. He's such a creepy child. Yeah, so Fuke can magically predict when a giant monster is about to attack town. Like, what? Where are we headed, Fuke? The Spectre will appear tonight on Great Ellie Street in the North Ellie district. That boy we met earlier said they were evacuating that area. It seems that Donald has given them my warning. Fuke, what's the fastest way to North Ellie? There is an intersection past the boat landing. From there, we need to go north. I'll show you the way. But that's the area the police blocked off, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I believe the police have been helping with the evacuation. We saw a house earlier that had been destroyed by the Spectre. Do you know anything about that? Brock's house, you mean? Yeah, it was attacked. No one was hurt, but his house was destroyed. So that was the Spectre's handiwork. I certainly hope we can help the people of Mistollery, Professor. I'm sure we'll find something useful in North Ellie, but first I'd like to see all of the damaged buildings. Has the Spectre attacked many areas around town, Fuke? I'm afraid so, Mr. Layton. Let's go back to Brock's house. I would like to be certain that we didn't miss anything the first time. He's a weird kid at this point. I think that may have also been why I didn't engage, because in the other ones it was just like, yeah, puzzles, let's go, Professor! And then this, he's just depressed. Hey, there's Fuke, my boy. Glad to see you getting some fresh air, kid. Oh, hello. Growing boys like you need to get outside and play. You trust old Buck. You'll have a lot of fun playing outside with this. Thank you very much. Oh, the toy train! The toy train! The toy train! Oh! We have a toy train now. I want to play with the toy train. Look at those rugged overalls. They're perfect for boating. Come back later for a boat ride. Now we're dealing with the maintenance issues, but we'll be back up and floating soon. Be sure to stop by then. And by maintenance issues, he means you haven't discovered the rest of the map. Lay down tracks that will take the trains through every station and then to the goal. Start from the coloured number panel and drag your tracks across the course to the red goal panel. The train uses 1 unit of fuel for every piece of track. You'll need enough fuel for the tracks that you lay down. Crossing tracks you previously placed will create a T-shaped railway crossing. Each station must be passed in a specific direction. Some require you to place tracks horizontally, while others need vertical tracks. Pick up fuel on the course to add to your supply gauge. Mountains, houses, and trees may block your path. Look out for cars and other trains too. The coloured starting panel is marked with the number of cars a train will pull. Place tracks carefully to avoid collisions with any obstacles. You may have to direct 2 trains at once. Both trains will share the same fuel gauge, so be careful. Touch clear to remove all of the tracks you placed. Touch go to make them go. You'll get new courses as it goes on. See what happens when you complete all the courses. I seem to remember I was actually capable of the train. Oh, it's like a... Ah! The music. I'm happy forever. Okay, well, immediately, I'm dumb. I remember this being the easiest thing ever. Like, almost aggressively the easiest thing in the game. Oh, this music is making me so happy. I can't even right now. Oh, it's Barton! Barton's got the little thing! Oh! Oh, and Luke's peeping up over the quit thing! Ah! Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute, I want to die. Oh! Train makes me so happy! Oh, I got that! Oh, we did it! Oh, the train's done! Yeah! Oh, look at him go. Oh, Leighton's journal. We got a letter, and then we went into a town, and then the child was creepy. Thank you! I'm so proud! I love the train so much! And we can watch back over everything. I might do that as like a streaming trip. I stranded a train in the middle of a residential district. Yay! Investigate the destruction. Oh, this dude. The Spectre crushed my house. Now I've got a flat pizza. I'm sorry about your home. It was lucky you weren't hurt. It wasn't luck. The Oracle said that the Spectre was coming. The Oracle should become a meteorologist. The police evacuated us out of here, but sure. But what now? I think I let my Spectre insurance lapse. Feel free to laugh with me anytime here, folks. Laughing at a time like this can make some of us feel rather sad. True enough. Let's leave him. He needs time to deal with this. Fuke, what other places were hit by the Spectre? That guy, they're all just like, what? What is wrong with this laughing dude? What? Like, what? I love all the quirky characters that you meet. Not a single character in this game is like a normal human being. There is a house east of the crossroads that is still being repaired. Then let's head there. Fuke, after you. Alright, let's go. His face. Fuke is so bummed. Also, what was that? Was that a train? Was there a new train? New train? New train. Give me new train. New train. No, that was a new episode. Dang it. Wait, what? Professor, rise and shine. Rosa, what time is it? Time to greet the day! You know, Professor, only philanderers and politicians sleep in their offices. Oh well, Rosa, sometimes it just cannot be helped. Yes, just like you couldn't help making a mess of the place again. Is this how an English gentleman behaves? Half-open books all over the place like cookie crumbs. I'm still reading them. I'll put them away soon, Rosa, I promise. Well, if you would just put them away in your head, then I could put them away on the shelves. Ah, hello, Leighton. Sorry to disturb your... late night, was it? Dean Delmona, come in. Yes, I was burning a bit of the midnight oil. You know how that goes. Not anymore, I don't. I'm the Dean! If you have a moment, Leighton, I could use your help with a puzzle. My dear little granddaughter asked me for the answer. Dean Delmona, you should be ashamed of yourself. A grown man who can't solve his own puzzles. I'm doing this as a service to my granddaughter, Rosa. Allow me to take over from here, Rosa. Dean Delmona, let me take a look at that puzzle. The next time I see an open book on the floor, I'll just go ahead and put it on the shelf in the waste bin. Oh, Leighton, did you read about the article about the Golden Garden? I've been fascinated by that legend ever since I was knee-high to a scarab beetle. What is your take on what they have discovered thus far? Oh, I'm flattered that you would ask. In my opinion, if they did discover the Golden Garden, then they would mess it up with a fish and chip shop next to it with a ticket booth. Mark my words. Okay. Not entirely sure what that was, but I thought it was just like going back over the animated bits. But, okay. Oh, how terrible. Just awful. I'm so sorry about your house, Brock. Brock, listen. We're going to rebuild your place, okay? If we all pitch in, we'll all have your house rebuilt in no time at all. No. No what? I kinda like having a house with no walls. Or ceiling. Or a house. It's almost like living on a beach. I can just sit out here in my swimsuit all day long. Well, that's certainly one way to look at it. I can take a nap and get a nice suntan at the same time. I'll need a good book, though. Shit. That was... okay. This game is weird. Police station? Question mark. Oh, that was called library entrance. Some houses along the canal were damaged by the Spectre. Most of them have been repaired by now. Was there any connection between the damaged houses? What are you thinking, Professor? Oh, nothing. Yet. But you must be thinking about something. We're going to need to gather a bit more information here, Emmy. Fuke, where else can we see evidence of the attacks? I'm sorry, but I think this is the only place that would have any damage remaining. Alright, let's head to North Ellie and see if the Spectre will appear there next. North Ellie is just north of the crossroads. I'll show you the way. I hope the police aren't still blocking the way. I got another mouse! For some reason, I want the mouse. I like the mouse. I don't know what I get from it. Hello, Thomas. Why, it's little Luke Triton. Where is your father today? My father is at home. I see. I wanted to ask you what I could have done to make your mother so angry with me. She always come by to talk about her travel plans, but this time she left without even a word. She must have had some reason that she didn't want to talk to me. And go off all alone. She always loved family vacations. Unless her and your father were fighting. Oh, sorry, Phil. Don't listen to me. I was just babbling. Your parents get along better than anyone. You just let me know when your mum gets back in town. She's been gone quite a while. I don't know when she'll be back. Sometimes adults have to go do their own thing for a bit. She'll be home to spoil you rotten. Okay, wholesome question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. It's something. I cannot remember what the deal with his mum was. Maybe his mum is Don Paolo. Fuke Waluigi's son confirmed? Hey there, tourists, eh? Yes, well, something like that. My name is Mido. Call me Mido. I won't go into details, but you should leave at once. The Stollery is dangerous really right now. Sightseeing is not a good idea. Are you referring to the Spectre? If so, you needn't worry. How did you know about the Spectre? The legend of the Spectre is not supposed to leave our borders. We've been asked by Mayor Triton to investigate the affair. The mayor, really? Well, perhaps he's more competent than I thought. But how good are your deductive skills? Let me see you work here. I'm basically fully making out with the mic to get the audio for that. While this photograph shows two cyclists passing each other on a hill, the camera was tilted when it was taken, making the incline look completely flat. Can you tell which side of the photo is actually uphill? Please tap either A or B to enter your answer. This is not a nice question. The answer is in their facial... Oh, well, I mean, it's partially their facial expressions. But B, straight up, doesn't have his feet on the pedals, whereas A is working hard.
What do you think about this?
Because she's going uphill.
You can't let a puzzle intimidate you.
Correct. The side marked A is uphill. Cyclist on the right doesn't have his feet on the pedals. That must mean he's letting gravity do all the work. I see you've got some potential. Good news for us. Good luck on your investigation. Can you tell us anything about the Spectre? No, but I do wonder why the Spectre chose to show up now. We've had a problem with these sinkholes appearing lately. Seen some unnaturally thick fog, too. So many problems in our little town these days. That voice freaks me out. Whenever the Spectre appears, the village is enshrouded in unusually thick fog. Is this also the work of the Spectre? They say the fog is thick enough to completely obscure one's vision. Is it the Spectre's doing? I mean, I feel there's a pattern in the ending ones so far. I can't remember the details of the ending, but like the first game ended with the first game ended with they were all robots. The second game ended with they were all high. The third game ended with there was a giant robot. So I feel with the pattern of robot, high, robot, we can expect everyone to be high in this game as well. This is North LA. You're a great tour guide, Fuke. You're as good as this as you are at delivering hidden messages. Why is my speaker so loud? I don't understand. I keep turning it off. Problem that it's been setting all my speakers to 100%, which is not. I'm trying to set it to 10%. Hidden messages? Yes, like the one in the letter where you wrote help SOS. What was that all about? I believe that test was intended for me. Fuke here was hoping to find someone that he could trust. Because sometimes it's difficult to share secrets with those closest to you, and it's always easier to speak with someone who understands you. Would that be fair to say, Fuke? Judging by his expression, I'd say you've impressed Fuke with your powers of observation, Professor. Fuke, is there something you'd like to tell us? You can trust us. I can't... not now. That's fine, Fuke. We can wait until the time is right. For now, our hands are full with the Spectre. We need to find a place where we can safely observe the Spectre. The second floor of the hotel is on Great Alley. The hotel on Great Alley looks down onto this street. That is our next destination, then. The letter was actually written by Clark's son, Luke. He sought the professor's help and wrote in code so that his message would be safe from prying eyes. The letter, within which Fuke hid a secret message, was intended to lead me to this town. The evacuation order has been given. Move along now, nothing to see here. Didn't we just see you elsewhere? How am I supposed to know just what you saw? Miss Dollery officers have the same uniforms, helmets, and haircuts. Many of us are related as well. It's all by order of Chief Jakes. But this isn't the time to discuss official regulations. I can't let you pass this way. You'll have to get permission from either the chief or the mayor. They have permission. Ah! Mayor Triton's son is accompanying you. Well, that's a different matter then. You may pass. Tell your father I said hello, will you, son? That's pretty cool. We have Fuke who can just be like, yeah, these bitches are with me. And hey-oh, there we go. Oh, yes. Fate is kind to bring us together once more. I hope you're well, my friend. Yes, we meet again. Is there something we can help you with? You help me? That is rich indeed, my tall-hatted friend. Say nothing but tap that pipe there. Tap strong. You must tap 10 times or so. Any less and I cannot help you. The pipe. Oh. You found a new item, tiny fossil. Yes, start a collection with that. Now you just may discover an entire new passion. There are treasures hidden in odd places around town. Add these objects to your collection. Soon your collection will be grand enough to inspire many all across this land. These items are scattered about, so if you think a place suspicious, tap, 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 and then tap more. I understand. Thank you. This is quite to my investigative liking. Those are the words of a passionate gentleman. Let me reward you, good sir. Do you recall the bridge where fate first brought us together? Go to the wooden box there, trust me. And now I shall take my leave. Follicle duty calls. Enjoy your tapping, my friends, and I will enjoy my magnificent hair. I have a lot of fun doing that voice. I have a lot of fun doing that voice. The collection. Yay! Wow. Literally just like tap shit and then get stuff. Yeah. We now have a place to store items during our investigation. Now to the hotel on Great Alley Street. Sir, are you not aware of the evacuation order?
Oh, I'm going. Just let me get my things together. If I forget anything, my wife and son are going to be awfully mad.
Good luck, sir. Please act quickly. Again, I really enjoyed that voice. I think I just like doing dumb voices. Here's the hotel. If the area has been evacuated, everyone should be gone, right? Only one way to find out. There's always a hotel. I don't see anyone here. There's a bell on the counter. Let's see if anyone answers it. There's a puzzle in the bell? Well, finally, some guests. Can I get you folks a room? Sir, you must be aware that you are at great risk today. Have you not received the evacuation order? I didn't like his voice. Evacuation order? We thought we had more cancellations than usual. As the owner of this establishment, I have no intention of leaving. The Spectre is coming tonight. You won't be having any guests. Well, let the blasted Spectre come. He can put down a deposit just like everyone else. Besides, where is there to run to? The Spectre won't be leaving Miss Allery anytime soon. Perhaps not, but at least he'd be safe. Did he ring the bell to get a room, or to badger an old man into abandoning his business? I suggest you refrain from telling me to go elsewhere unless you'd like me to tell you the same. I suppose that's logical. We would like a room, please. Actually, you look like pretty sophisticated folks. Maybe you could help me with something. Room check. I remember this one because it pissed me off. Okay, you need to check all 12 rooms in the hotel. You want to be as efficient as possible and make your rounds without entering the same room twice. There is a number you can use to help you remember the route so that you can check every room quickly with no backtracking. What is that number? And as I say it, I realize this isn't the puzzle I thought it was. There's a puzzle which looks exactly like this, but the wording is different. But the memo would be 25, or to put it in larger, thicker pen, 25.
Some puzzles must be met directly. I love the
I'm
thrill
so
of a good
frustrated that I
solution.
wasted all that sarcasm on an actually nice puzzle. Yay! That was boringly simple. There's one that basically, it's the same puzzle, but it gets diagonals involved, and it just irritates me. That's all there was to it? How could I lose sleep over that? Tell you what, take room 302. Best sea view in the district. Right up the stairs. You're too kind, thank you. My first instinct, sounds just like the traveling salesman algorithm or whatever. I recognize those words, but I don't remember what they mean. What's the traveling salesman algorithm? Room 302, here we are. This is great! We can see the entire block from here. I'll have a front row seat for the Spectre. Well, we know that this thick fog comes along with the Spectre. I hope the fog won't obscure our view. No! Okay, whatever. Spectre appears. I normally do 2 chapters and then call it a night, and I do have stuff in the morning. That's fair. I feel like it's gonna crop up for me in problems and solutions. It sounds like the kind of wacky fun that we do in there, so maybe I'll find out. Yeah, normally I do 2. Yeah, I'll call it there, I think. No, stop. Yeah, we can do all this next week. So, thank you, Julian, for being here. Thank you, Eli, for popping in at some point. I am going to go and sleep. Toodaloo!